Hi everyone, my name is Christy and welcome to day 740 of trying a new makeup product every day. Today, coming at you completely barefaced, but I'm going to be trying out a concealer today that I am so excited about. This is from the brand AOA Studio, which is the Shopmissa private label brand, which I love. This AOA Studio brand is so good. I've tried out so many products from them. And this is the liquid concealer. It says natural finish, good for all skin types, medium to full coverage, non-drying, creamy, long wearing. This actually cost $1.55 because it does have a portion of the proceeds that go to charity, but it's cruelty free. And I actually picked it up in 2 different shades because I wasn't sure which one would work out for me. I got Fair Ivory and Porcelain. And they look very similar. Like, I think both shades would work for me. I'm gonna try out Fair Ivory today. It's a little bit darker, it looks like, than the Porcelain. But on the Shopmissa website, I think this comes in about 15 shades. And this is a pretty decent amount of product here. It's 0.34 ounces. And for $1.55, I feel like that's pretty good. And then, let's see, oh, it's got like a squeezy tube. So let me just start out by taking some and curious. Oh, it's actually a very thin formula. So I'm gonna go ahead and see how this is at covering up my under eye circles. So it says you can blend it out with your fingers. So since I'm applying it with my finger right now anyways, we'll see how that does. What's also really interesting to me is that this says that it is supposed to last all day without settling into lines. And that would be kind of a miracle because I have a lot of lines under my eye. So I'm really curious if that's gonna be true. But whoa, blends out so nicely with my finger. I'm really happy with how that blended out. And this is fantastic coverage. And I just went in with a thin layer. I can feel that it kind of dried down. And it's got like a matte finish. It did say natural finish, but I would say it's more of a matte finish. But look at that coverage. This concealer versus look at how dark, I mean, don't actually look at how dark that under eye circle is, but you can really see the difference. Wow. And it looks amazing on the skin. Like, it doesn't look cakey, there's no texture. I'm amazed. Wow, okay. I only needed the tiniest little bit. Like, I took a tiny little dollop on my fingers because I wanted to see the texture, and that was enough to completely do that under eye. But you know what? I am gonna go ahead and just layer it up with this extra product that I have on my finger here because I'm really curious how it layers. Like, I would already say that that's almost full coverage. I'm happy with this shade too. It's very brightening for my under eyes. I did try and get a lighter shade because I like to use lighter shades for my under eyes, but it does say you could get a darker shade for doing liquid contouring, which I think this would also be great for. Like, that's full coverage. That's like seriously some of the best coverage I have ever seen on my under eye. Like, this is Tarte Shape Tape level coverage. I'm like almost speechless. Like, how did they do this? How did they make the best concealer ever for such a cheap price? And why haven't I been using this all along? Why have I been spending more than $1.55 on concealer when this is absolutely perfect? And it's not settling into my lines I have so many questions about how this is so amazing, but I don't need answers. I just need to wear this concealer every day as my concealer so that I don't have under eye circles anymore. Are you serious? Like, I don't think I usually react this way to makeup products. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and apply just the tiniest little bit. That's all I need. Like, this is enough concealer to last me a very long time, considering how amazing the coverage is with just a tiny bit. Let me go ahead and apply it to this other eye. And I don't usually apply my products with my finger, but this is so easy and perfectly blended with my finger that's my preferred method for this. No need to use a sponge or a brush when it already blends out perfectly with my finger. Amazing. I do like adding that little second layer because then you really get that full coverage. Like, one layer, perfect medium coverage. But adding that second layer, it's amazing. And I love how it sets itself. Like, it's so easy to blend out with that liquidy texture, but working at it for a little bit, it almost becomes like, I don't even want to say powdery, but it just sets and it just dries down, but it's not drying. It just kind of locks in place. I love this. It's perfect. Like, if I was trying this out and I had paid $30, $40, I would be just as blown away by the formula, by the coverage, by how perfect it looks on my under eyes. Like, my under eyes can definitely get cakey and dry. So I will do a wear test on this so that we can really see if that happens. But it's amazing. And then the fact that it's $1.55, I'm like, that seems like a joke. It seems impossible, but it's not. It's real. And if you want a good concealer, this is what you need to get. You don't need to spend a lot of money on a Tarte Shape Tape or anything like that. This is it. This is the concealer that you need. I don't like to tell you what you need to buy. I just like to show you the products, let you make a decision. But I just feel like there's no need to spend more money. There's no need to waste your money on a product that this is probably better than. So I'm trying to save you money. But okay, now I'm really checking. Is there creasing? You know, if I make this face, which hopefully I'm not really making that face much when I'm around other people because it's kind of a scary face. But when I go like that, I can see a little bit of creasing. But when I'm just my normal self talking with a regular facial expression, you can't see any creasing or any gathering in those lines. But I think because I do have so many lines under my eyes and they're pretty deep, like if I pull the skin, I can see some product in there, but just normal, you can't see any. So I'm gonna do a zoomed in view so that you can see how this looks up close. Like, it's not drying, there's no texture, and it doesn't look like there's any product in my fine lines. So I don't even feel like you need to set this with powder, but I may do that just because I have a little bit of product in my deep lines. But like I said, I'm going to do a wear test, and I'm gonna let you know how this lasts on me all day. Does the coverage stay just as great? Does it end up drying out on my under eyes? Does it end up looking cakey? I am so interested to see how this is going to wear, but I'm also very hopeful that this is going to look so good all day long. I do have a long day ahead of me. So this is gonna get a full wear test trial. So make sure you check the description down below because that's where I will type up all of that information. I am so happy about this. Like, finding a perfect concealer makes me so happy, but finding a perfect concealer for $1.55, I didn't even think that was possible, and I don't think it can get any better than this. If you think you know of a concealer that's better than this at a better price point, please let me know in the comments down below because then I really need to try it. I don't have it, like I said, I am bare-faced. I don't have any other makeup on right now, but I feel confident in how I'm looking because of how awake and brightened my under eyes are, and I don't have my under eye circles, which are my main concern usually, like of being self-conscious. Like, I need to cover up my under eye circles, and now that I just have my under eye circles covered, I feel comfortable in how I look. But of course, I am going to put on a lot more makeup for today because I'm going out to dinner with my friends and I want to get all dolled up and dressed up for the fun of it. So this concealer is going to really get tested out. Well, thank you so much for watching my video today. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel so you can see the makeup that I try every day. And I will see you tomorrow in my next video.